Hello everyone, welcome to our EdShorts session on Mississippi Academic Assessments Program, or MAAP. The purpose of today's session is to provide information available about the 2021 MAAP tests, including blueprints, interim assessments, testing windows, and remote administration possibilities. In the next 10 minutes, we will be exploring the important areas of this year's Mississippi State assessments. The Mississippi Academic Assessment Program measures students' knowledge, skills, and academic growth in grades 3 through 8. All MAAP tests are online assessments. English Language Arts tests for grades 3 through 8, mathematics for grades 3 through 8. The spring assessment window for MAAP will open on March 29, 2021, 2 weeks earlier than originally scheduled, but will close as scheduled on May 14, 2021. The English Language Arts grades 3 through 8 results are reported through strands: reading, literature, reading information, writing, and language. The mathematics results are reported through the strands indicated below. Grades 3 through 5, operations and algebraic thinking, numbers and operations in base 10, numbers and operations, fractions, measurement, and data geometry. Grades 6 through 7, ratios and proportional relationships, the number system, expressions and equations, geometry, statistics, and probability. Grade 8, the number system, expressions and equations, functions, geometry, statistics, and probability. The following item types are seen in the MAAP English Language Arts assessments: performance task, closed-ended items, multiple choice static, multiple choice multi-select, multiple choice dynamic, open-ended items, multi-select table, select test, drag and drop, matching, two-part. Along with the above, these additional item types can be seen in the MAAP math assessments: graphing, line graphs, graphing bar graphs, type in text. Mississippi Academic Assessments are conducted in 2 sessions for both Math and English Language Arts. During the testing window for the MAAP ELA, students will complete online operational items and online field test items in Session 1, and online operational performance task in Session 2. Session 1 items and the Session 2 performance task are combined as a single assessment. They are not separate and are not scored as separate assessments. Students are given 1 total score. Beginning with the 2019-2020 ELA test administration, there will not be a field performance task. Session 3 has been eliminated. Districts have 2 options when administering the MAAP ELA: a 1-day assessment with Session 1 in the morning and Session 2 in the afternoon, a 2-day assessment with reading, Session 1 scheduled for 1 day, and writing, Session 2 scheduled for a 2nd day. Please note that Session 1 should be administered only after Session 2 is concluded. The performance task session of the MAAP ELA assessment will be timed. Students will complete the performance tasks within the 75 minutes guideline for grades 3 through 8 and English 2. For the MAAP mathematics testing window, students will complete operational items, operational performance tasks, field test items, and field test performance tasks. Session 1 items and the Session 2 performance tasks are combined as a single assessment. They are not separate and are not scored as separate assessments. Students are given 1 total score. Once students have completed the multiple choice, operational/embedded field test items and have submitted their Session 1 responses, they will use their original Nextera login information to complete the Session 2 performance tasks. Districts have 2 options when administering the MAAP math: Because the performance task contains a field test performance task and an operational performance task, it will be given as a separate session. Session 2 may be administered on the same day as Session 1 or on any day following Session 1 within the testing window. Students will have 70 minutes in grades 3 through 5 and 90 minutes in grades 6 through 8 and Algebra 1 to complete the performance tasks. Mississippi recently announced a few policy changes in grading and assessments. All required state and federal assessments will be administered as usual, but schools and districts will not receive an A through F grading based on test performance. Schools will retain their most recent letter grades earned in the 2018-2019 school year. The other policy changes include allowing third graders to be promoted to the fourth grade without a passing score on their reading and language arts assessment. High schoolers do not have to meet a passing score in their end-of-course tests to meet state high school graduation requirements. Performance levels are assigned to students taking any MAAP test. A performance level is reported in each individual student report. The General Performance Level Descriptors, or PLD, are established by state board policy as follows. Level 5, Advanced. Students at the advanced level consistently perform in a manner clearly beyond that required to be successful in the grade or course in the content area. Level 4, Proficient. Students at the proficient level demonstrate solid academic performance and mastery of the knowledge and skills required for success in the grade or course in the content area. Level 3, Passing. Students at the passing level demonstrate general mastery of the knowledge and skills required for success in the grade or course in the content area. Level 2, Basic. Students at the basic level demonstrate partial mastery of the knowledge and skills in the course and may experience difficulty in the next grade or course in the content area. Level 1, Minimal. Students performing below the basic level inconsistently demonstrate the knowledge or skills that define basic level performance. There are some new tools and resources available to educators to help students this academic year. Here are a few. Equipped Book List supports educators in making instructional decisions around the Mississippi College and Career Readiness Standards while promoting literacy that acknowledges a variety of text types. Social and Emotional Learning Standards, or SEL. New social and emotional learning standards were created in collaboration with the Collaborative for Academic, Social, and Emotional Learning, CASEL. Professional learning is available to help implement standards. The MDE website also offers practice tests and testlets to help students and educators prepare for the assessments. The available tests include types of items that will appear in the state tests. Additionally, the Nextera online access allows students to navigate the testing system, use the available tools and features, and familiarize themselves with the testing experience. Few commercially available programs also offer realistic Mississippi academic assessments practice, helping prepare students for the tests. They provide rigorous practice and targeted remediation support. They follow the recent blueprints and also include all the item types seen in the actual assessments. These available items can also be used as bell ringers in classroom work to make them easier for students along with planned instruction. Two types of scores are used to report student results for the Mississippi Academic Assessment Program: raw scores and scale scores. These scores are used to identify the strengths and weaknesses of students and groups of students on the MAAP tests. They also determine individual student achievement in the learning standards specified for each subject. Raw scores are the sum of the core points answered correctly. They are used to derive other scores, which are described below. A raw score by itself has no meaning. Because tests may differ in content and difficulty, raw scores across tests cannot be compared directly. Scale scores facilitate conversions to performance levels. It is given only if the student attains a valid raw score on the test. If a valid raw score is not attained, a code appears instead of a scale score. Scale scores have several advantages over raw scores. They can be compared from year to year and from form to form. Scale scores are not comparable across subjects, for example, mathematics/algebra 1 and English language arts/English 2. We hope this was helpful. It is now time for our Q&A sections. Feel free to share your questions in the comments. Thank you for joining us today in our EdShorts session on 2021 MAAP. We will return soon with more updates.